I'm back. Road Rants for our Black and White Network. We're going to talk about Trump. Last night he gave his Ohio rally, and he also backed up J.D. Vance, who's running there against Democrat Tim Ryan, a Democrat that's trying to separate himself from Joe Biden like the rest of them. And I think Trump gave a hell of a speech last night, it looks like. I have not watched the whole thing yet. I got to, but I have seen a couple of clips. I will play one clip, but I thought he gave a speech last night that was inspiring. I'm also going to show you a photo that leftists are losing their minds over. In fact, let's just lead with that because it's kind of ridiculous. This photo has come out from last night's rally, and as you can see, the crowd they're holding up one finger. And I don't know why they're holding up one finger. Who knows? Who cares? Of course, Twitter turned this into some kind of racist Nazi thing because that's what Twitter does. And I would hope people have the common sense to know, I don't know any Trump supporter that supports Nazis, the ideals of Nazis, Adolf Hitler, the KKK. They don't exist. They don't exist. It's a complete made-up and false narrative by people that oppose Trump. It's the craziest thing ever. It's weird. I mean, you can't even see black people at a Trump rally without them going, they're planted there. You hope when it comes voting day. That's all I'm going to say. You hope when it comes to voting that those people are planted there. We know they're not. All right? And you might want to recognize, too, he got, 62 million votes? And then they're saying, well, he come back, he supposedly got only 75 million. But that was a 13 million vote increase. You don't think after what's happened the last couple of years that tally is not marching upwards? And it's marching upwards from the ranks of the Democrats. Liberals who are switching over and going to vote for Trump. I'm just letting you know right now. Thugs and tyrants have awakened a sleeping giant. Trump rallies in Ohio, Daily Caller. Former President Donald Trump appeared before a large and energetic crowd Saturday night as he rallied for J.D. Vance and himself in Ohio. Trump's rally in Ohio is an attempt to boost Republican J.D. Vance over his opponent, Democrat Tim Ryan, approximately 50 days before the midterms. The race could play a major role in determining which political party controls the Senate next year, Fox News reported. Quote, "We are a nation that has lost its way, but we will soon be a great nation again," Trump declared. "It's hardworking patriots like you who built this country and hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country." Do you notice how much more positive this sounds and how much less divisive this sounds versus all MAGA and all Trump supporters are extremists? I mean, think about it. We will stand up to the radical left lunatics and the rhinos, and we will fight for America like no one has ever fought before. And, you'll hear the radical left lunatics, well, what do you call that? Look, even classic liberals know exactly what he's talking about as CRT and all this LGBTQ political ideology gets pushed in the schools. That's what he's talking about. That's the kind of things he's talking about. Defunding the police. That's the kind of things he's talking about. Not prosecuting criminals. That's the kind of things he's talking about. You know what? Even classic liberals don't agree with that, okay? Even classic liberals don't. And I'm going to tell you the other reason why Biden got called out. Because Biden bragged about the fact he was going to unify the country while he was running. I'm just saying. So with the help of everyone here today and citizens all across our land, we will make America great again. Let's play a little of this right here. Play a little.
The radical Democrats view 75 million Americans as enemies to be canceled and suppressed. Ain't gonna happen. They want to censor you from the internet, banish you from the public square, get you fired from your jobs, target you for destruction with 87,000 new IRS agents. Oh, we've been fighting that. We've been fighting them. use the FBI to spy on patriotic parents and criminalize political dissent as if we were a third world country, a third world dictatorship. But the thugs and tyrants attacking our movement, and there's never been a movement even close in the history of the United States, have no idea of the sleeping giant that they have awoken.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've seen so far, it was really good last night. Quote, there's a lot of bad news for our country, but there's a lot of hope. Trump began in video footage of the rally obtained by C-SPAN. C-SPAN has the whole rally. Quote, we need hope. We need competence because we certainly have not been getting it for 2 years, he stated. Trump went on to say Biden and the Democrats in Congress were ripping the country apart and tearing the American dream to shreds. But still, he talked about hope. We need hope. Trump broke down the issues facing everyday Americans under the Biden administration, listing record high inflation, soaring energy prices, supply chain issues, increased crime, the disappearing southern border. What southern border? There's no border. The bitches are just coming through. And increased government spending that is, quote, pouring fuel on the inflation fire. But Americans will no longer tolerate it, Trump said. The thugs and the tyrants attacking our movement. There's never been a movement even close in the history of the United States. They have no idea the sleeping giant they have awoken. Trump's appearance marks his first speech since federal district judge Aileen Cannon denied a motion by the DOJ to access classified documents that the FBI seized from his residence in Mar-a-Lago, something Trump alluded to in his speech. Quote, for 6 straight years, I have been harassed, investigated, defamed, slandered, persecuted like no other president, Trump declared. Yet all I ever wanted, all we ever fought for is simple, very simple, to make America great again. Despite all of what he has endured, Trump declared, they will never get me to stop fighting for you. And, I think most of us believe Trump's going to run in 2024. But I'll tell you this, even if he was to not run, he is still the most powerful political force there is out there. I mean, he could get behind 1 or 2 candidates if he decided not to run, and those candidates would probably win the presidency. I mean, he's got that kind of clout. Like I said, I still believe he's going to run. He's going to get my vote if he does. I do have some figures on campaign totals. As far as fundraising goes, I'll probably do a video on that a little bit later on today. It is surprising because Trump was not first. He was not first. But he's certainly, one of the 2 best candidates on the list, without a doubt. And I'll show you what that list looks like. Man, one name on there, I was like, who the hell gave any money to this cracker? I mean, good God, drove me up a tree. I just can't believe it. So, I thought it was a great speech. Democrats are terrified. They're online talking about how there was nobody at this rally. The rally was sold out. People took pictures before everybody got in the building. But then they sent them out there and was like, oh, look, the building's only 2/3 full. Well, no shit. Right now it is only 2/3 full. Some of them rallies, all the people don't even get in there for like the first 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. Oh, but the Democrats, crazy as hell. Peace. I'm out till next time.